Today I want to talk about the evil campaign. I'm currently running a group of good guys that predominantly want to be, how should I say this, ill-mannered towards anyone that gives them a slight. So if, say you've got an NPC that's rude by nature, he starts talking smack to the group gets, I dare say, stabby. They want to kill the PCs that you know are ill to them. Like if you call an NPC a bitch, you might as well just be ready for that character to die, because they're gonna wade through all the town guards, any people that get in their way. If they don't go through the entire town and kill everyone and take the town over, then they just kill everything they can and run away. Even if it kills two of the player characters, they don't care. They get really ill-tempered when it comes to, I'm a bad guy. You called me a bitch, so beat your face in with extreme prejudice. Also, I thought about adding gestalt. Now, I don't know if you don't know what gestalt is. It's when you take two character classes and you put them together and you take the better of the numbers and then all class features. I'm not sure how it's going to play out, because they really want an evil campaign. And I'm thinking gestalt planescape. It's a really big open thing, open place. Lots of different areas, and evil is relative to the people around you. One man's evil is another man's So there's a lot to take into account when running your evil campaigns. A lot of times when I run evil campaigns, I let the group make their own campaign. I'm pretty good with coming up with things off the fly, and I'll make, a blurb about, this character, and this character, and I want you to go here and do this, so I'll put it in there with, say you take over the town, and you want to, enslave the villagers to do your bidding, and they start doing your bidding, random NPC good guy comes in, and, oh no, the bad guys have taken over this town, let's go back. I've more than once ran off a group by, throwing, an army of fighters and paladins and clerics on horseback, no less, to come, kick the shit out of the group of bad guys tormenting, this village that's not far from, my lands, as far as what the Lord is thinking. And good, when you're really doing evil things, because, they got the book of Exalted, or no, not the Exalted book, but the Book of Vile Darkness. And there's so much twisted, evil game mechanics in it that they want to use, especially, the sacrificing things to your dark deity to get wishes or boons from profane clerics or profane, stuff. They, but I tend to let them develop organically. You just start somewhere. What do you want to do? All right, that's what you want to do. You've done that before. Most evil campaigns start the same way. There's a handful of things that every evil character wants to do. Take over a town, smuggling, moving contraband, slaving, which is a touchy subject with some people, but, it happens, and really heinous, I think that's right, evil acts perpetrated by the PCs do tend to draw the attention of Captain Paladin guy, They come in and start throwing the whooping on the bad guys and run them off. Well, it works, but it doesn't work. They tend to move outside the, they just set up shop somewhere else. Like, you run them off here, well, they'll go down a lot farther and set up shop there. More than once have I had them take over a town. Because, it's most evil people and evil NPCs look at a town and they know, it's a tad bit metagamey, but it's a lot metagamey, but they know that towns do not, backwater towns in the middle of nowhere with a gold piece limit of 200 gold pieces, $200, 200 gold pieces. There's no big people there, and even say they're level 1 and there's a level 3, a level 5, a couple running around. They will sneakily kill them bastards. They will poison their food. Accidental run over by a carriage, or somebody disappears. They will do whatever it takes to get rid of that said roadblock. And then it comes down to money. Like, evil PCs want money, and it's hard to balance how much money they're getting, realistically. Now, as the DM, you could say, hey, characters don't have money. But then again, realistically speaking, if they kill, a merchant, merchants have money. Now, it may not be like adventurers. Sometimes they hunt adventurers. That's not a bad, occupation for good guys. Or bad guys. To kill, to go out, chase down good guys. Good guys are always looking to do the good thing. So where do you hang out? Where do the good guys go? There's bandits attacking. Yeah, go hang out where the bandits are. Go scout around there. Don't interact with the bandits unless you just want to kill the bandits, take their stuff. The thing would really be to do is, let the good guys kill the bandits. When they're weak, kill them. I have plenty of groups do that. They don't, these things are a tad bit vanilla in their, attempt. But back to, off my rambling a bit. Gestalt. Is it right to use Gestalt? Is it overpowering in an uncontrolled manner? Taking the best of two numbers, or two classes, best numbers of both, with all class features, making something new, like Barbarian Sorcerer, Fighter Wizards, Fighter Clerics, Paladin Paladin Sorcerer might not be too bad, but and the ease of qualifying for prestige classes becomes they're not as prestigious anymore. Actually, you can get to them a lot faster. Or when you get there, you've got my barbarous sorcerer. Is gets into stuff a lot easier, like the I can't remember what it's called, but the class that lets you rage while using sorcerer spells. Like, you go into a rage, or it increases your rage like like a barbarian does. Keeps tearing up, and then you get to cast, I think quick casting time, short standard action or less, while raging. And then I think the last level ability is Tinser's Transformation with spellcasting, which is fudging badass. You know what I mean? It's, I'm a DBZ character. I punch people in the mouth and throw fireballs, which is fun, DBZ, love it. But yeah, I never, as a younger DM, thought Gestalt was all that good. But, now it's like, I played Pathfinder. Pathfinder's, in my mind, it's like, first level Barbarian Sorcerer Gestalt is like, not so tough anymore. It's not so ridiculous when compared to, I understand, different game, different, you know, publisher, same game, different publisher. But, you see my dilemma. I don't know if it's a good idea, if it's a bad idea. I'm going to run it. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to run it very organic. It's going to be a, you know, your thought about using the amnesia route. You guys are all here. My big thing is settings. I have, a player or two that have played the game so long and looked at the books and know the information in the books. It's hard for them not to metagame. It's really hard. Metagaming seeps in, and once it's seeped in, you can't help but do it. This character's over here and these items are over here, and I don't have to know as a character, but I can, make choices that are going to put me in this area and give me a good chance to get, Koss's, Vorpal sword, ridiculous shit. But you know how people are. They tend to go off the beaten path anyway. I have lots of, as Spoonie Counter Monkey Bard on YouTube says it himself. He's, it's hard to get them to buy the ticket, as it were. But sometimes they'll hop right on it. Sometimes they hop on it and it's forced. And no DM wants it to feel like you're forcing your characters to play something. You want everybody to be happy. You want to be like, whoa, we get to go and, save this town or save this little hamlet for 100 gold pieces. Because 100 gold pieces is a lot of money. You don't realize commoners make coppers, silvers, artisans, skilled crafters make silvers. Adventurers are running around with like a bag of 2,000 gold pieces. That's ridiculous. Like, they should be attacked by every greedy person there is. Every evil NPC, and after the good guys go and they kill the big bad lich and they're walking around with all their shit and they're still a little beat up, but they've killed this thing and they've come back to the town and nobody's dead and they're carrying all this shit. Why doesn't, some of these towns just be like, well, that's part of our land, that's all ours. You're good guys. And our laws say all that stuff's ours. What do the PCs do against stuff like that? There's all sorts of, runarounds for evil stuff. I know I'm rambling a bit, but, it's hard to get people to buy the ticket in some of these things, and evil campaigns themselves are hard to, bad guys don't want tickets. They want to, shuffle around and encounter weak people and beat them. They just want to be, the best, They want to be better than everyone else. Or they have this air of superiority about them. Or they're just batshit crazy and they want to murder a bunch of people, It happens. But, what's your thoughts on Gestalt? Evil campaigns? All I want is feedback, guys. Lots of feedback. It's all good in the hood, right? Have a great day, guys.